But we are done on the right, on the left-hand side, unless yours is not 3 out of 9.
Mine is 3 out of 9.
Okay, so we're both in the same place. Okay, we are going to go to a different menu to see the map. We are heading the right side, and I guess we'll start at the top, work our way down. So we fast traveling to that spot. Okay, I'm fast traveling now. Give me.
So did everyone go to Peru, or just you and Hannah?
Me, Hannah, my sister, my brother, my dad and mom were already in Peru. My aunt, my mom's sister, and her second daughter.
Oh wow, a lot of people.
Made it, but nobody else was able to make it in.
Gotcha. Cool. You just go to see all the family down there, or what?
The doctors had told my mom, just, I guess for some reference, I was told not the Wednesday of this past week, but the already been a week. I was told 2 Wednesdays ago, like the 9th of April, that I needed to travel. The doctors had told my mom that my grandmother wasn't doing well.
Okay.
So she told us to get a ticket for Thursday of the following week. I got a ticket for Tuesday. That morning, he passed away at some point in the morning while they were out on a walk.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So, but everything in Peru happens pretty quickly when stuff like that happens. So the wake was that same day, and the funeral was on Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
We're heading almost all the way to the top on the right for that big city structure. This is what it looks like on the map.
Okay.
Double. Yeah. But I don't know. I must have bad luck with airplanes.
Ah, there's a breach here. City's a
There's
bit
a breach
gaudy, eh?
here.
At least by
But we're
mortal
not at
standards. Where I come from, this would be a little more than a prevy. I'm kidding, of course. L&P's where I come
We're
from.
not at the spot. Another spot that's right here? Oh, there's another spot that's right here. Okay. Well, we'll be back here in a second.
Okay. Yeah, what happened with the plane then?
On the first plane, the pilot came over the announcement, was like, hey, we noticed a thing, so we reached out to the technician, and they're gonna come take a look, so give us a bit, and then we'll give you an update. And I'm just like, oh my god, please do not tell me you guys are about to delay this plane. I cannot do with any more plane delays. But it ended up...
Did it turn out?
It ended up being nothing.
Okay.
It was just one of those...
What's the travel to get there? Like, time-wise, and do you go before that, or do you go over, or like,
Well,
what do you...
Apparently, import-export hasn't been that big for a while, so the planes flying to and from Peru have lessened, making tickets real expensive.
Okay.
And depending on what airline you're flying, awful. It's an absolute nightmare. So, out of the Richmond airport was absolutely a non-starter, because they wanted us to have like a 12-hour layover going in the wrong direction. And I'm like, no, fly me in the correct direction. Screw you guys. So we drove to Dulles in Northern Virginia, which was $200 cheaper from the total airfare, like one round trip purchase.
For each ticket.
Yeah,
Okay.
like 200
It adds up
plus
quickly.
cheaper. And I'm just like, there's no reason it should be this expensive flying out of this airport. Please check it out. On the right.
Can you put a marker on your guy?
Yeah.
There you're south. Thank you. Okay, so you went to DC and then from DC where?
Put us in him. Okay, I'm just gonna be the star for now.
That's fine.
We flew to Charlotte. We stayed there for 2 hours.
Ooh, a spooky clipped off a snake.
We are in the right place. We used the auger. Now we need to find weird time portal thing that's somewhere around above. May or may not be in the building. Maybe. Flew to Charlotte. We were there for 2 hours. Flew to Miami. We were there for 4 to 5 hours. And then from Miami, which is not actually that bad in comparison to the return flight. And then we flew to Peru, which is like a 6-hour flight, but the clocks go back an hour currently.
Okay.
So they're an hour behind. So it like on clockwise, it's 5 hours, but you've been on the plane for 6 hours. So okay, it's over here. Is the portal? And we're closing. The return trip, however, we left at 10 o'clock at night, landed in Miami at
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Yeah, 4 in the morning. I'm now 4 out of 9, so we are done with this portal.
I was tired of walking anyway.
We were at Miami for 2 hours. It flew us to Charlotte. We then had an 8-hour bus layover in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
For-
That's a grind, probably.
For a drive to Dulles, which would take you 6 hours. I was so mad. I'm just like, what is this fucking layover? What the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Get me out of this fucking airport. Why is this so goddamn difficult? That fucking flight was delayed. When the plane landed, they're just like, hey, they just told us, even though this plane is scheduled to leave right now, 45 minutes after landing, it needs to go through an inspection and won't be cleared for liftoff for at minimum 2 hours.
Give us another plane, like you have.
So
hundreds of
the
them.
pilot went above and beyond, was like, yo, I'm currently trying to find out why they scheduled it like this and trying to see if we can swap planes with another flight. That way we can keep you on time, since the other plane will have to wait in like the same amount of time anyway. So an hour later they got us on another flight, and we same seats and everything, because they just swapped planes. And we got to
You
Dulles.
get to unload all the baggage.
Our luggage had flown before us. It was waiting for us in Dulles for like 4 hours, because they had put it on a different flight that I wasn't on.
Maybe you should have been inside your luggage.
Yeah. I tell Hannah, it's like, man, wouldn't it be great if I was just like a living skeleton? I could just like unassemble myself to just fit in a duffel bag. You don't have to pay
And
for
you
2
get to the
tickets.
airport and trying to like, hey, can someone unzip this bag so I can get out of here?
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
People are like, what the fuck? Alright, so I'm... oh, that didn't work. I'm still 4 out of 9. Is there another portal here?
That was the sky shark.
Oh,
Just that.
I'm not paying attention. So there's a portal somewhere around
I think it was closer to the north when we first moved to the second, right? No?
Might have been. You might have ran past it. Oh, check the map. Let me just check the map. It says it's close by the ocean. Where are we in relative to the ocean? Oh, okay. No, this way.
Oh, right here. It's prompting me to use the stone right here. Right where I am.
Oh yeah, you use the Stone of Augur, then we have to find the portal. You should have the waypoint over it. Like your head, is your head glowing on your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Sigil map showed somewhere over here toward the ocean. Hoping pop up once we get closer. Oh, okay. I think it popped up. It's over here. I now 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Does that work for you as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. So as long as you're close enough. Alright, let's pull up the map. Where am I going next? Going
Oh, I have a shit
like
ton of
right
recipes for
above
CPI again,
the
too.
lake. Yay, recipes!
First,
But yeah, that was all of the plane travel.
Let's ride.
My parents are weird, so I kind of starved for a week because they only go out to eat like once in a day.
what else are they eating throughout the day?
I have nothing. Chips.
Snack and stuff?
Oh, yeah. It drove Hannah and I insane. What the fuck, guys? I need a breakfast, a lunch, and you guys can't do that. Real bad. This is a real bad eating habit.
Were you guys kind of in like a city, a town, or like
We were. I would like to
More ruins.
say I don't know how accurate this is.
You know,
I think the
every
majority
stone
of Lima
tells a story. I mean that literally, by the
is-
way. That wall over there won't shut up
Sit-
about how much it hates rain. Let's
Cool.
find this bridge and get out of here, eh?
and where we were in my grandmother's house. I hope they don't sell, but I'm not a part of that conversation, so we'll see. But I tried to use like their version of DoorDash
Okay.
to order stuff, and it wouldn't let me because I don't have a Peruvian cell phone number, so I couldn't link it to the account, so it wouldn't let me. But then on another app,
Off
I
we
didn't
go.
need.
It's from America to Peru
Yeah,
in 24 hours in advance.
no, I wish. So it looks like it's in this city further south. That's for the next. And you're 6 out of 9 on the breaches.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a fine. Hannah saw places, had yummy food. Barely
Cool.
drank any water because it's not safe to drink unless it comes out of a glass bottle or it's bottled by
Yeah,
a
you drink
trusted
sodas
company.
and other things. Yeah. Just how it is in some places in the world.
It confuses me. I'm just like, man, I see that as a business opportunity.
Mm.
'Cause how many people would actually play for proper filtered, I mean not proper filtered water, but better filtered water to
Yeah.
where you don't have to worry about it. Because
This breach
I
is in a
think
zoo.
there's
Wow.
market.
You know, I'm
Because
endlessly
anytime you
fascinated
go to
by
a restaurant,
animals.
there are
A bit
people
like
ordering
walking
glass bottles of
plants,
water.
eh? Except with more, you know,
So it's just like
fluids. What a
clearly
word that
people
is.
want water that doesn't make them sick, that they can safely consume. So come on.
Yeah, that's
Are we in a zoo?
yeah. It'll be a very difficult, expensive investment.
Yeah, but I feel like it's one of those things where you would collaborate with the government to make it a fair price thing to where they're offsetting some of the costs since it benefits the community at large.
Like, I mean, like, ethically, so fully support. But, like, laying down all the pipe work and everything would be...
I don't
be a
think
lot.
I don't think it's an issue with the pipes because I think they've already done that. I think it's it starts at the treatment facility and then the filters that are in houses and or the district.
Lotus, Lotus.
But I don't actually
Where
know
are you,
enough, so I could
precious?
be 100% wrong.
Let's ride.
So I might be oversimplifying what is actually a bigger issue.
Well, I mean, look at the Richmond water crisis that was a couple months ago. Like,
I mean, we never get that much snow, so like, why would? But
it
like
wasn't just
now,
the snow, the machines weren't up to that properly. They didn't keep up with all the regulations.
You lead.
Like,
that's
it all adds up to be really
that's a whole.
But here or there.
Fun.
Okay, so
Island.
in the end, you guys ate tasty foods. Though you guys were hungry at times and whatnot. You guys drink lots of bottled stuff and whatnot.
Lots of
How
soda.
was the trip?
It was fine. It was nice to see some family members that I haven't seen since like 2009.
A breach near the sea.
I didn't
Folks
really
I
get
do
to
love
see.
the ocean. It's a shame you can only see it in 3 dimensions.
A few of them were there,
endless
but
number
no,
forms.
not.
Actually,
I don't
I take
think
it back.
anybody
Your
had
meat brain
traveled
would
up from
explode if you saw
Peru.
this.
Like, some of your more, some of your relatives that had really heavy accents were really funny when they were walking around making comments about things and whatnot. They were really funny.
Gonna be near the coast of it.
Near the coast.
Oh, there it is.
Is that the last of them? Oh, big Beck.
Alright, 8 out of 9. Next up, the last one is going to be right about there. Okay. Gotta get off this little island back to them. But yeah, when you fly out, you don't fly out through the Richmond airport, do you?
Well, we don't fly very often and whatnot. It was very rare that
someone
we fly.
had to kill her.
When we go to Pennsylvania or
Verena
anything,
didn't just
we always fly. When we went to Japan, we flew out of Norfolk, we went to JFK, and JFK went to whatever the H airport in Japan was called. And they had
California?
that
Wait, which way did you fly? Did you fly east or west?
We flied west.
You had a direct flight from JFK to Japan?
Yeah.
Over Canada. Oh, that's right. That makes.
Yeah, we went over Canada, you know, really close to the North Pole, and then it kind of brought back down. It was kind of cool to see on the airplane there.
I don't know. That also sounds really scary. The plane was going to go down, but I mean,
Yeah, that's
different problem.
I was wearing a bright red shirt in case something like that were to happen, because
Did
I'm
you?
paranoid and I'm afraid of heights.
Did you really?
Yeah, gotta be prepared.
Yeah, if we're stuck in the middle of nowhere in the cold, I'm wearing a bright fucking color.
Yeah.
It's just a giant mountain range all on the south part of this
We
island.
went from Richmond, drove to DC,
Charlotte.
actually,
Drove
and
to DC.
went to Charlotte, and Charlotte to Miami, and then Miami to Peru. But what was the layovers?
The layovers there were not bad. It was 2 hours in Charlotte,
2 hours
then
in Charlotte,
5 hours in Miami.
5 hours in Miami,
But on the way back, it was 2 hours in Miami and then 8 hours
2
in
hours in
Charlotte.
Miami, and 8 hours in Charlotte. We're back. Miami
How long is the flight from where?
to Peru.
Oh, it's like 6 hours.
6 hours.
It's not bad.
You lose the time zone out. Wait, we did just as bad as we did in Japan.
Yeah, no, the council pops up, or you start seeing people protesting the Richmond airport. I'm on that team. Richmond airport either needs more business, or it needs to not be an international airport.
I hear a breach
need them to
nearby.
figure
You
something.
can't, can you? Count yourself lucky.
I shouldn't
Sounds
be
like
paying
a
more
swarm of bees bouncing around in a
for
trash bucket full of sleigh
flights
bells.
that
I'm sort of like
aren't
that racket
direct.
barge
Yeah,
mate.
they handle 0 international flights, so their name needs to be changed. Or maybe they handle like 1 or 2 or something. I'm pretty sure they handle 0. I don't think there's an immigration zone at that airport, so I'm gonna stick by that. I swear, if this portal is like up on the mountain while I'm all the way down here, I'm gonna be mad. Gonna be mad. It says it's by the water. Somewhere down here. That's that stream. What is... How far? That stream is not on this map. We might not... We might not be far enough west. Oh, yeah, that was the issue. Here it is. It should be 9 out of 9. Sealed the time breaches, yay! Alright, now... Less... Not less. Less. Go on map. Okay.
Going to the island, I guess.
We have to travel to Artaeum. You have to zoom like all the way out, so it shows you Tamriel and the Oblivion zones.
Passionate.
Should have the waymark.
We
Top
haven't
right
played
corner.
in a while.
It's only been... Oh, I guess it's been almost 2 weeks.
Oh, forgot she does not like being here.
Secret Society of Elves? How dare they? Man, you're an elf.
I think it's less their secret society. It's more like what they're into, I guess.
Magic? OG magic?
I guess messing with time and space. I don't know.
I didn't make this place. God made this place. Get mad at the God.
Exactly.
Welcome back, initiate. Well done. Well done indeed. Speak with Josarja. She will...
Alright. Go speak with yourself. I really just wanted you to be like, alright, here's how you use magic. Oh. No, it's fine. Fine, I'll go talk to some other mage. Mage! Josarja. Am I a mage now?
Thank goodness. The most valuable gift.
Yay!
Knowledge. Please, use it carefully.
I'ma use it
First-rate
dangerously.
work in Summerset. Really, first-rate. Our seers detected more of these time breaches. This time in the Iliac Bay
Do not
region.
accept that next step.
Initiate? A word?
We will get back to that. later.
Okay.
We have the skill line. I'm hoping we can level it up without having... I'm pretty sure we
just
can.
abandon the other quests in this area and whatnot. Except for the main quest.
Yeah, we can do that.
We're gonna have to go back through them all and eventually find them all anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, Summerset.
I should be enough quest space to give me. So what's the civic?
Summerset. Tribute. Being the main quest for Summerset, that should be the only quest we have. Tower Sentinels. Oh, you can check it in a second. Looking up it. See the unseen. The insight you've gained from the Sigic Order grants you vision of the spiritual world. You can now interact with rifts all throughout Tamriel. Cool, but I can't equip anything else, so until I interact with a time rift, I will not gain any other XP. Alright. Still kind of useless.
Your
Other side quest. That's
interesting
annoying.
skills, though. Like, it's like rewinding time to whatever your health, magic, and stamina was 4 seconds ago. And stuff like that. That's interesting.
Yeah, for one of my DPS builds, I think I used Time Stop? Or Mend Wounds? I can't remember. I'll have to look it up again. Alright. Back downstairs to portal thingy. We'll use the way shrine, travel back to the main zone in Summerset to work on. What were you up to last week? Just doing the new certification?
Yeah, I'm just starting into it. It's a grind. Yeah, started that yard work, not too yard work. Last week we went to Best Parents, Easter and whatnot, and hung out there. Went to the Richmond Zoo. That was the first time being there.
Mighty warrior!
Cool.
Pretty cool.
You like
It was hot.
I've never been.
The Norfolk one is nicer, more modern. The Richmond one has like 4 times as many animals.
Oh.
It was insane. I've never seen that many monkeys at a zoo before. That was kind of cool. They got to feed giraffes out of a cup. Giraffes come up right to the fence line and buy giraffe food, and that was kind of cool.
And their purple tongues? Did it weird you out?
Yeah. No.
No. Purple tongues. You're like, no, I've watched a lot of anime. I know what this.
Whatever works for you guys. You guys like purple tongues? Sure.
I don't know why their tongues are purple.
The baby little hippo thing was in the spot where we couldn't really see it, so there was no hype for that. Everyone was freaking out.
No
about
baby.
It was good. It was hot. It was very hot. Oh, we went to some kind of Americanized Mexican restaurant.
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash.
I gave
Might
them
even
3
attack
stars.
the guards.
I did not find it likely.
It happens. I'm pretty picky when I'm looking for Tex-Mex or Mexican. You didn't like Chuy's?
No,
You didn't just get a taco? Where did you get? Yeah, we only get tacos from there, so that's fair.
Thing there. But the waiter was like, he forgot her order, didn't write it down, brought back the incorrect order.
Oh
Brought
no.
incorrect drinks, kept reaching over people's plate to refill drinks. Just, it was cool. It was kind of a nice looking place, but it was probably just that one time that we did not have a good experience. But I gave him 3 stars. Did not give him any tip. I was very displeased with the waiter.
Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah. Usually for like a Mexican place, you go to like an actual Mexican place and an Americanized one. Usually like the food is like amazing. Also the white
I've
sauce
checked
was
the
very
Lilith
soupy.
drill from top to
More of the
bottom,
white sauce than
and
the
there's no
sauce that's on
sign of the
bag.
court of
That was
Bedlam.
disappointing.
I can't get the portal master to
My
let me
steak
go
burrito,
to the
steak
college
is also very
compound,
burnt
though.
inside.
Have you brought permission from the proxy queen? Good. Good.
Yeah.
I was
we
about
need
to turn that
Bev
insignificant
and I were
book
talking,
dust
we need
into
to do
something
the
small,
either the
wet,
grill
and
thing
slimy.
with you guys sometime
Could have
soon, or
made
even
matters worse,
even
but
see you guys for like
it might have
Thanksgiving or
brightened the
something like
dark
that.
mood I've been
Haven't seen
in.
you guys in a while.
No, the
Grill
mission is
thing?
more important than
Oh,
personal
the
matters.
Korean.
I'm sure
yeah,
Lathan
yeah.
will turn up eventually.
Uh,
In the meantime,
We can do
you
that.
should talk to
I
the
don't know,
portal
we can do
master
that next
and see if
weekend.
she's ready to grant
Next
us
week.
access
No,
to the
not next week.
college.
I will be in Northern Virginia next week.
That's fine. And the weekend after that is Mother's Day weekend, and we are gonna get sushi with a friend of ours. So anytime after the weekend after Mother's Day. we're free.
After Mother's.
Oh,
Okay, so
not
like,
the 17th.
not the 7th.
Bevan's gonna go out to do all girls night, drinking night, birthday party celebration thing. So she's gonna be, she'll be occupied.
He's abandoning you again.
She is.
Alright, I won't abandon you.
Anything after like the 24th, we're pretty free for.
Alright. Then tentatively, let's set it for the 24th.
Okay. Put it on the calendar. Dinner with Chris and Hannah on the 24th weekend.
Unless it's like pouring rain all weekend.
Why would that be a thing? Be a bad thing?
I mean, I guess we're inside, but I mean, like, if the rain is real bad, I don't want you guys driving to Richmond in shitty weather.
I've driven through terrible weather driving to and from Richmond with my job stuff, so I'm not
Fair.
not concerned for any of it. No.
Yeah, but that's for work.
Yeah.
Lathan and I met when we were initiates of the Sijic Order. We fell in love and married. It happened ages ago. No, it wasn't like that.
Every time we go up there,
Lathan's
it's
reports became less frequent.
always good. What's it called? Macarena. Every single time we go up there. The food's always good, the service is good.
Not now, please. I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. So you're the luminary the proxy queen wants me to treat with kid gloves. The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study.
They literally took over not even a mile. Oh.
Just follow me. By the 7 sacred texts, who has dared invade this place of learning?
I've got this. You talk to that Sapiarch.
Like this out.
This is unheard of. Attacked in our own sanctuary? This is terrible. Please excuse my present
catch up
state,
on
as I
Pokemon
am
while
distraught beyond all rational thought.
Out the past couple weeks.
Happened. Oh, it isn't over
no,
yet.
because I didn't bring
There was no
anything to
warning.
report it.
Daedra filled the compound.
But,
So many
all
great
my stuff
minds
are
cut
at
down.
shiny hunting, so
We were able to clear the courtyard, but there's
I'll do
more
it later
inside.
tonight.
I fear for the safety of the head Sapiarch and our other sages. The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Lanatil, Sapiarch of Arcanology and head of our college.
According to the maps I studied, the labyrinth is this way.
All of those titles for the person you need me to speak
I'll
to.
return to Lalandril and warn the guards.
Like, you're just attacking, you're just like, I'ma just describe all of the titles of this educator, of the college, of the tower, of the crystal, of the... Like, oh, okay. Does it look like I go to this college? I can't. What?
Are you a student here, sir? Show me your ID.
Won't let me go in. Is there another door we have to use?
Hello. Yes, must be somewhere else. Ooh, big thunder.
Servant. Have to use the servant net. Through the labyrinth. No, I'm joking.
There's more to this than a simple Daedric incursion, sometimes. Even scholars have ways to defend themselves.
I did have a nightmare of a time figuring out how to get Oblivion to work on my computer, because heckin' apparently the PC version is not controller compatible by default.
Oh, really?
For a game that originally came out on console. So I spent
Cloud Play, or you just download on Steam?
No, this was the 90-cent one that I got on Steam.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the new one. Like, there's no way they would.
No. Because I wanted to take a look at the original before I took a look at the remaster. So I spent 3 hours trying to get that set up on Thursday. I got it working Friday morning. I had to download mods. So it's now playable, which is it's hysterical. It's like, oh, I have to install mods to be able to play games. That was
Yes, it was a 90s game, but that's just an excuse. And how was
Oblivion
the 90s game?
Oblivion came out in the 2000s, what?
Did it?
Yeah, like, I want to say sometime after 05, before 09. I think it's just a straight shot. I liked it. I think it is pretty neat. I'll put a few more hours into it, and then I'm just gonna switch over and just play it on it. I figured I played like the main story mission, I got out of the jail, played the main story mission after that. I explored one delve, which was really cool because it looks like the delves in ESO. And I'm just like, oh, that makes sense because when we're in Cyrodiil, this location should look like the dungeons in Oblivion. So it's nice to see that same architecture is kept. So better appreciation for the dungeons we've run through.
How far did you get over?
Like 2 hours. Went to one town where there was an Oblivion portal, went through the portal, closed the portal, came back, and then it was just like, oh, the other thing has happened, you must now go track it down. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But I think I'm going to take a detour and go look for Hermaeus Mora to do that quest, because it was the first time Hermaeus Mora was introduced in Elder Scrolls. Was in Oblivion, not in any of the previous ones. So I don't know how short or long that quest is. I figured I'll do that quest and then decide from there how much more time I want to put into it, but then probably only play the master.
Okay.
It doesn't have achievements on Steam, so you know.
Voices up ahead.
I played it! Woo! I got my 90 cents worth of enjoyment. I did load up the remaster, made my character, chose all of the exact same things except my character is a Khajiit.
No,
And I named him Steel's Whiskers. Because Steel's Whiskers, yeah.
You and your
I
companion
go up to other Khajiits and I take their whiskers.
Now, if you wouldn't mind,
like an asshole.
Who in Oblivion are you, and how did you know the College of Sapiarchs was under assault? First, the cultist leads an army of Daedra into our compound,
and then I exited the sewer dungeon
and demands
and
I turn over the Resolute Diamonds.
In terms
now,
of like the comparison
with a
between
warning
playing
from
the
the
two,
long-absent
it's
sages of
pretty
Archaeum.
cool. It's a very nice
you
change.
Need to explain yourself before we go any
I think
further.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing the remaster.
Cool. Yeah,
It's impossible.
It's on the to-do
We
list
would know if the tower's defenses had been breached.
With certifications,
But it would explain the disasters currently befalling the Summerset Isle.
Lots of time.
Let's say I believe you.
Dive into something
a reasonable plan, but access to the tower requires the Resolute Diamonds, which are guarded by the tower's sentinels. We appreciate your aid in this matter. Before every 11 years, 2 Sapiarchs are selected to undergo a long and extensive ritual to attune them to the Resolute Diamonds. The Azure Diamonds are a matched set. Who can say how much the cultist actually knows about the diamonds and their function? In addition to their sentinel duties, Haniel and Imidril also serve as scholars in the College of Sapiarchs. That's our standard practice. The Azure Diamonds...
You there. Tell my darling wife to release me. Spinner saved me from fools and altruistic adventurers. Don't presume to judge my actions, you insignificant flea.
Floating in the air.
I am an earl in the court of Bedlam now.
Let's leave these...
I can't believe I was concerned about the welfare of my husband. A simple spell of binding. I almost hope he gives me a little trouble.
Oh, this is your husband. I feel so bad for you. Alright, well, it's his fault. You can make him pay.
Trade with me real quick before we go through. That's fine. I'll come to the door.
Back. The one-way door. Adam wants to fight. I accept the Pokemon battle. I choose Pikachu.
I have all of those.
Take out Dawnstar at the top. And take out Danmere at the bottom. Yeah, that's it. Ooh. Whiskey. I have the crafting motif.
You have the gumbo?
Do not have the gumbo.
Bird.
Oh, that spider's alive again if we wanted to kill it, since we didn't before.
Good choice.
I sense.
Keep killing spiders.
Yeah.
I sense.
That's pretty
This way.
We're going back in a circle? Didn't we already go through this door?
Not that way. It's leaving the building. This way.
I'm following my NPC and she brought me all the way back to this room. What the fuck? Interesting. I guess if you bring the NPC into that room, it resets the original path?
Sounds like a bug.
Yeah. I did find a bug in my new game that I'm telling you to play.
Oh, yeah?
There's a... You've played older Final Fantasy games, right?
Nope.
Oh.
Not a single one.
Oh, okay, you're like me. You get to a point in the game where you explore, but instead of it being like the usual exploration, you're like kind of zoomed out and you're looking at like the map and you move your character across the map, but like there's enemies that you can avoid, like items to still pick up.
Okay.
Think of it like Pokemon Go. That type of map.
Okay.
So like instead of being like down in the route in a regular Pokemon game, you're looking at like the map route in GPS mode. That's like where you play. I ran over to a rock ledge thing trying to see if I could go somewhere and I got stuck.
Okay.
Could not, you can't jump in map mode. We're running down the street to the other way shrine, so run to the way shrine and then fast travel. And I started to panic because the game is autosave. And my last 3 autosaves were in that same fucking position because I thought setting up camp, which is a whole different instance, would fix where I'm standing when I load back in. And every time you go into and out of the camp, it saves. So I had a mini panic attack. I'm just like, do I have to redo all of this?
Did you get out of it?
there are more than 3 saves in your quick save. There's like a whole list of autosave, so I just had to roll it back
Find the ship at this rate.
far enough where I wasn't in the spot.
Attention!
Okay.
Class is now in session.
But yeah, there's a...
Don't
be like me, don't panic when
always arrive
you
just when
accidentally
Rise needs
fall
you
or
most.
walk over something you're not supposed to.
No! This one is not for eating! After Roz spoke to the pretty Sijic Oriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy. So the Crystal Tower really is in danger. Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. This way. Follow Raz.
These seas may be treacherous, but fear not. Even the ocean winds quail at the sight of Captain Wereshark.
New arrivals? Oh, sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. Sure, they arrived a few days ago, but only Sapiarch Hanael stayed. Wouldn't think so.
Interesting. Roz saw one just like it in a shop in Skywatch.
Oh, it's this statue over here on this.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Hanael mentions something isn't right here. We need to find the books and the podiums, if Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. That is disturbing news.
Oh, I am stuck in this
room. Oh. I don't know what the answer to this puzzle is. I have to place books and it's giving me options.
Yeah, I'm in this room. I got, I don't know if I'm supposed to be in here or not supposed to be in here.
Oh, but you can trial and error your way. Won't let you put the wrong book down. Get out now?
Bookcase. Raz likes these clever sayings.
I solved the puzzle. Was the door
My
gone?
illusion spell.
Hit me unstuck is currently in
who are
progress,
you?
so I can't do anything.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna have to run
If
back now.
you're the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream. I knew I wasn't imagining things. Daedric princess, you say?
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sapiarch and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril. You go find the one in the ruins.
Only stealing if you get caught, right?
Down.
Book to the lady. Same step, find the King Haven's past ruins.
Yeah.
Alright. Ooh. Alright, the nearest way shop.
It found me! Save yourself!
Hail, mighty warrior!
What's for dinner? What you gonna have? Pop-Tarts?
No, I'm trying to be better about eating healthy.
What the hell? The waypoint just swapped to the other side of the map. Where the fuck does it want me to go? Alright, I'm going back.
Inside.
Off we go!
Out of a delve that's north.
Yeah.
This time the waypoint. Oh, no. That was heckin' weird.
I'm trying to eat less processed sugar and stuff like that. So.
Fun.
Getting more Pop-Tarts.
Tight.
More
Aww.
fruits and vegetables.
I have a regular, real Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Piece of bread with like actual strawberries on top of it. Yum yum yum. Not let me.
They're coming for us.
Your enemies. What's people doing over here?
Nothing good.
If you're going to kill bugs, at least kill fetcher flies.
My companion hates me.
Change of plans?
Oh, we're gonna have a map.
Off we go!
Using.
until I met you.
You won't get past my splendid webs, mortal! Do it! The mistress can only claim the prize!
I did watch a whole season of an anime. I don't know if you've ever watched it. It's called Reincarnated as a Sword.
No worries.
Yeah,
I've got you.
we've seen it.
I think. You there?
It was pretty good.
Burn the webs! Quickly! Quickly!
Yeah.
Mephalla's damn webbing. It's in all my nooks and crannies. Thanks for helping, though. No! Save the Dawnstar gem!
Alright, goodbye, Golden Knight. Again.
Problem, Sarah?
And now with the Dawnstar gem, we can morph into the Gold Ranger, right?
The
That's how that
spider
works?
poison. It's spreading fast. Take this. Resolute Diamond. Then you know we're Tower Sentinels. Guardians of the Diamond Keys that open the Crystal Tower. Mephala. Prince of the Secret Arts. She sought my diamond, but also seemed very interested in the Golden Knight. Tell her
What if the Golden Knight was their true goal all along?
Ah, there you are. The Rightmaster needs you back in Artaeum immediately. Find him in Kakura Tower as soon as you can.
Grab the Sky Shard and then kill the boss. Maybe it's just grab the Sky Shard. Because I know you love points. Hunger for them. Thirsting for those points.
Also, I need the Silver skill line, but that treasure hunting skill is going to cost me.
Yeah. Oh, did you get a chance to level up the Arcanist?
I kind of gave up on that with the certification stuff and whatnot.
Gotcha. Only so much time.
Yeah.
Understandable. I'm just gonna fast travel, then you can fast travel for me.
Okay.
It's going all the way out to find a way. Unnecessary. I got a pre-order in on a Switch.
Switch 1 or Switch 2?
Yes, the Switch one. I got a pre-order on Switch one. On the Switch.
Oh, yeah, on the actual Switch 2. Okay.
Yeah, I went physically into GameStop to place the pre-order. I got lucky when I called at 4 in the afternoon. They're just like, yeah, we have 10 left of the core console. Mario bundle's gone, but they had 10 left of the original. I'm just like, no, that's fine. I didn't want the Mario bundle.
Oh, so they already know they're going to limit the supply after.
Yeah, I think the stores physically were allocated amounts, so I think they were better set up to do that.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I'm getting it out of fear that it'll be more expensive a year from now from when I actually need it.
Maybe.
And I'm hoping that's not the case, but to be safe, I'm just like, I'll get it. And it'll just be mostly unused until I need it.
Yeah, Pokemon. That's like the next thing I think that Halloween for, and
No, that's kind of.
Can't imagine after that. Yeah.
But I mean, we specifically use it only for exclusives, and then I picked up a few third-party games because of it had the better collector's edition promotion. But I did. I don't know if you're interested. I found a list of what games are coming out that are on key cards versus not actually on the thing. I don't know if that's important to you or not, because like I know. I don't know. The key cards are useless. Why would you pay any money? No, why do we go to that portal? What is that portal say? Where is the right master? Alright, go back to the... I must have walked the wrong door.
I've heard of this place. Vault of Moawita.
Okay, now the waypoint is
It shouldn't be empty.
on the tower.
Something's very wrong.
Okay. I think it's because we had to come through the portal. I just got dialogue of something.
Let's ride.
But we had fast traveled straight to the way shrine in front of the tower, and it didn't play the audio. I like the moving pattern design on the floor.
There's a lot of people in this room.
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get to other matters, tell me about your search for the Tower Sentinels. Mephala, curse her name. Along with her cohorts, Clavigus, that Golden Knight is one of Meridia's champions, I believe. It seems that one Daedric prince is trying to help us. Oh, yes. Without 2 attuned Tower Sentinels, the Sapiarchs can't use the diamond keys to open the way to the Crystal Tower. It involves my missing memories. While you were gone, I have been scrying through my own memories, trying to find the missing events that will remind me where I hid the Heart of Transparent Law. Not exactly. I opened a portal, but I can't recall where it went. Something intentionally blocked the destination from my sight. The answer to where I hid the Heart of Transparent Law resides in the Dreaming Cave.
Alright. Off to the Dreaming Cave. Unselected. Dreaming Cave. Okay, where do you want me to go?
Let's ride.
It says it's here, but below. Where's the way down? I hope this is the way.
I think you found the correct path.
You or me?
You think you found...
Oh, did I? No, I didn't. Did I what?
Guys playing 2 things.
Oh, yeah. She's liking it?
She's... not sure where we're supposed to be going. There's nothing to really swim to on this side.
Yeah. There must be a cave. Right? Right? Circles back inland or something? I think in-game in Blueprints I'm like 6 or more days in. Doesn't I do plan on going back to it, which hopefully sooner rather than later. It's good fun. It's soothing. I'm trying to figure out how the rooms work.
To the telescope place. Go to this one.
Is it this? God damn. Oh, I'm so... Oh, this is cool looking.
Welcome to the Dreaming Cave. Here, we can open paths to other realms. This particular path is blocked by Daedric magic.
Look at him, use your strong magic, open the portal.
Take the Dawnstar gem from your path, just as I surmised.
It's morphing time!
It withdraws from the Dawnstar's power.
Form of Son of Bambi!
Dawnbreaker's gem contains a portion of Meridia's power, but on its own it isn't strong enough to dispel this barrier. We know that at least one Daedric prince has attempted to help us against the triad of Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal. We need to locate a true believer, one of Meridia's cultists. If anyone can direct us toward Daedric activity on Summerset, it's Lathan. As we've seen, the triad of Daedric princes was able to interfere with the Golden Knight's efforts to reach us. The barrier doesn't block every possible path. I don't think so. Each member of the Cabal possesses a unique talent. Just as you were attuned so you could travel to and from Artaeum, we use the same magic to prevent Lathan from leaving the island. Lathan was a good man. Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal joined forces to threaten Nirn. As we've seen, the triad of Daedric princes was able to...
I don't know why we're trying to look for another person who works with Meridia, because didn't we already meet somebody who, in like the Clockwork City, that she speaks through?
Yeah.
So like, didn't we just ask them for help?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it was an option, yeah, we could go back to Clockwork City.
This is very, let's just introduce another character that we've locked on this island. Go talk to them. They're a believer of Meridia. It's like, oh.
I never planned to come back here. The memories are painful.
I still can't believe I had to find you and drag you back. Was our time together really so terrible?
You still don't? I suppose it's too much for a prisoner to expect a few moments of solitude with his thoughts. What a curious question. The Court of Bedlam has been actively eliminating the competition, as it were. All? Who can say? I imagine that one or two of them scurried down a dark hole before the blade fell.
That sounds like a wild... Razumdar has been investigating Daedric activity across Summerset. When last we checked, the Eye of the Queen was in Shimmerine.
Alright, back to something. To the main city! I like the main city. I don't... I think the main city's on the other side of it.
If the Queen's Eye wants to chase his own tail by following skeever scribblings, fine by me. Anything to keep him out of our business.
Step away from that scribble, newcomer.
Take a breath, Bailiff. It's just a scribble, not one of Razumdar's conspiracies. Only one of the lesser races would deface a beautiful wall like that. The cat mentioned he was working with a newcomer. But if you ask me about Daedra, I'll toss you down a pit. As I told Is this a bribe? You know what? Just give it here. The cat...
Around it, yeah.
Raz doesn't care who you worship. He just wants to know if your cult was attacked recently.
Perry, I would welcome you. Our prince accepts all kinds, and you'd be our first Khajiit.
You'd be our first anything, actually.
Fight Claw. You have the happy ability to know where to find Raz when Raz has need of you. Interesting question. Raz has learned that the court of Bedlam has been attacking the cults of other princes. You do? Well, Raz trusts you. So I can tell you about an old friend who attends Meridia ceremonies in the Etonir Grotto. Raz was planning to head up north to Etonir after talking to these Periite imbeciles anyway. War. That would explain the attacks. That's a terrible thing to say. No, Raz refuses to believe it. Raz hears things. A single dark elf among a group of high elves? Seems significant to Raz.